universe. Beautiful song. It worked. 4,000 years. It's working. It's still working today. Intellectually you enslave people. Hindustani ladies. From the way they are attired, I can say they are Hindustanis. I can't describe it, but I know. When I see a Hindustani and a Tamil, I know this is Hindustani, this is Tamil. There's something about them, the way they wear the sari. So I stopped the car. There were a couple of ladies with some children. So I stopped the car. I said, Behni, tum log kahan jata? Sisters, where are you going? He said, Darban jata. I said, get inside. So they got inside. I started the car. So since they answered my question in Hindustani, said, Behni, tum log kahan jata? I know they are Hindustanis, 100% now. So I said, I'm asking, I said, Behni, tum log kahan rehta? Tum log Singh rehta ke Maharaj rehta? What are you? Are you Singh? I said, tum kahan rehta? What are you then? You are neither fish nor fowl, what are you? He said, hum log ahir rehta, ahir. You know, the untouchable among the Hindustanis. Ahir is a low caste among the Hindustani people. So I said, Behni, this is all bloody rubbish. You know, my forefathers, they created all this to enslave you people. Right? There is no truth in it. They were fighting tooth and nail against me. They said, nahi, Malik ne humko aisa banaya. This is the beauty of an intellectual bondage. You see, when you want to free the slave doesn't want to be free. That's how clever my forefathers were. So they invented all these things to enslave the people, to rule the people better. And they did a beautiful job. What they went out to do, they did it. But now it is our duty to free them from this bondages. The Christian is making inroads into the community. The guy is free for all. See? The reason why we are not getting converts is because we don't open our mouths. We are too damn busy fighting ourselves in this ocean of Christianity, in this ocean. We are also in an ocean of Hinduism. We are a minority of a minority. But we are not interested in propagating the faith. And the punishment for that is there for you to see. It's a punishment of Allah. Allah doesn't come down from the heaven with a whip in his hand. The thing that you value most, your daughters. The daughters are going up. Wholesale. Says, we are busy. So look, hamara kuch khud ka ठिकाना nahi hai. That is what the people are saying. Look at that. They are not perfect. I'm asking, when will you be perfect, my son? My boy, you tell me. Huh? I said, go and ask the greatest alim you know. Ask him whether he's perfect. Whether he's perfect. If he said yes, I say he's shaitan, big shaitan. If the man says yes, I'm perfect, I say he's big shaitan. The great man in humility says, no, I'm a bahut gunahkar hu. May Allah have mercy on me. Pray for me. This is every man, good man will tell you that. So when will you be perfect? When will you open your mouth? In the meantime, the enemy is going to wait for you. Is he waiting? Look at the example of our Nabi Kareem and the Ashabas. They give you examples. The very people who are stopping you from doing propagation, they give you beautiful examples. But they can't see the natural consequence of that example they are giving. I am listening in the West Street Mosque. A great man from India. He's giving this beautiful example. He says, you know, in the Hajjatul Wida, the farewell pilgrimage, the last pilgrimage, there were 110,000 Ashabas. And our Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, in his farewell sermon, khutbah, he's asking them, he says, have I delivered my message to you? Has my message reached you? And they, in one voice, they all said, most certainly it has. So he lifts up his eyes towards heaven and says, Ya Bari Ta'ala, you be a witness to this, that I have delivered my message. And you, my brethren, that are present here, pass this message to those who are absent, who are not here. The message that you have received, pass it on to those who are absent. And they scattered throughout the world. Out of the 110,000 Muslims that were there, not even 10,000 are buried in Arabia. What happened to them? They went away in a flying saucer. What happened? What happened to them? No, they understood the meaning of our Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam spread out throughout the world. They went to India, they went to China, they went to Indonesia, they went to Nigeria, they went came as far as Mozambique. They did the job. That's the example. You're giving that example, but he says, now you know what? You people must come along. You know, we're going to have a little Jamaat there to fulfill that example. Where? We're going to gather somewhere. In some mosque, in some backward place, in Forward Road, and you come there, and you know, we're going to stay there for 4 days, or we're going to stay there for 40 days. The example is they spread out throughout the world, looking for who? For Muslims? Wanting to convert the converted? No. Were the Arabs perfect? I'm asking, were they perfect? You know 75% of the Khulafa Rashidin were assassinated? Do you know that? Oh, Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has just passed away. You know, before they can bury him, there was squabble going on. They were perfect. In the lifetime of our Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he says, this is what he said. Ask the alim, he'll tell you. He said that, you know, people who don't come for Friday prayers, I feel like going and burning the homes. In his lifetime, there were Muslims who were not making Jummah. Is it possible? Of course it's possible. I'm asking, why would they go out to foreign lands when Arabia itself was not perfect? It was not. Bibi Aisha Siddiqa and Hazrat Ali, armies, both sides, Muslims, Ashabas, they're killing each other. Who killed Imam Hussein? Kafirs? Christians? Jews? Who? Muslims. You know that? So what are you talking about perfection? I said, look, my dear brothers, you know, tell my daughters at home as well, we must do our best. What little you know, start, man, start. Talk to the people. Bring them over. Win them over. Win them over. And our salvation depends upon that. In this ocean, if you don't do the job, willy-nilly you will get absorbed. We'll lose to the Christians and we're losing to the Hindus. Our daughters, we are losing wholesale to the Hindus. The answer is, change the people before your features get changed. Change them. And with these words, my dear brothers, I'm very, very grateful to Brother Rafiq for creating this opportunity for me to come and share with you on this subject of Islam and Hinduism. I know the subject is very vast, and I can't say I have done very much justice to it, but I hope that this is the beginning. It will give you a start, and one day, inshallah, if you keep on doing the job, knowledge will come to you, more and more knowledge. This is how it comes. See?
From what has been said, Mr. Deedat, as in all his lectures, will allow a few minutes. It is late. If anybody wants to ask any questions, would like to clarify any point, we will just allow a few questions in the time that we have.
They all converted.
Maybe just let the ball rolling. Is it possible that Rama and Krishna, though they may have been transformed into gods, could have been maybe prophets at that time sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala?
You know, in the Holy Quran, we are made to accept this principle, that every nation has had a guide. وَإِن مِّنْ أُمَّةٍ إِلَّا خَلَا فِيهَا نَذِيرٌ. And there never was a people without a warner, means a prophet, being sent among them. And again in the Holy Quran, وَلِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ حَادٍ, and to every nation a guide. This is His law. If Allah Ta'ala is not partial with regards to His material gifts to the sinner and the saint, He sends them His rain, His fresh air, His sunshine on everybody. Why would He deprive any group of people from His spiritual blessings, guidance? The reasoning is no, He shouldn't, He wouldn't. Then what about these people? Is it possible that they could have been men of God? I believe it is possible. From this experience, from the Christian Bible, you see, in the Christian Bible, which is Jewish and Christian both put into one, they call the Old Testament and the New Testament, you read there about certain prophets in this book. You read there about Lut alayhi salam, Hazrat Lut alayhi salam. In this book they tell you that his daughters seduced him night after night. Lut alayhi salam. He committed incest with his daughters and he made them pregnant. You believe that? Would you believe that? No. Because Allah tells us, our principle is that every prophet we say is sinless. Every prophet